Thank you so much for staying tuned in. Well, time now for the most important cue this morning. Takeaways from the all-important 53rd GST Council meeting. Several recommendations were made at the meet to refine tax rates and service exemptions under the regime. Let's take you through the key highlights then. And aircraft parts and tool imports will now be taxed at 5%. These include testing equipment, tools and toolkits of aircrafts. Meanwhile, a 12% GST will be levied on all steel, iron and aluminium milk cans. Levy on carton boxes has also been slashed to 12% from an earlier 18%. Additionally, solar cookers, poultry machinery and sprinklers will also be taxed at 12%. Among the key exemptions, you do have select defense imports that have been exempt from under the ICST regime. Certain railway services and supplies have also been placed under exemptions. Shifting focus then to recommendations, and interest and penalties for Section 173 demand notices have been waived off financial year 2017 to 18, 18 to 19 and 2019 to 20 as well, given taxes are cleared by 31st March 2025. Additionally, the Council has also recommended a nationwide implementation of biometric-based Aadhaar authentication for GST registration applicant in a phased manner. The move largely aimed at enhancing registration integrity, curb frauds via fake invoices as well. So those largely are the highlights, but let's also listen in to the word coming in from the Finance Minister about this then.
The 53rd GST Council meeting has actually taken a lot of decisions on trade facilitation, easing compliance burden and giving relief to taxpayers in terms of compliance easing out. So this will benefit the traders, MSMEs and taxpayers is my strong view. There was a decision taken today and the GST Council recommended waiving interest and penalties for demand notices that have been issued under Section 73 of the GST Act. So for all those notices which were issued under Section 73, for the fiscal years 2017-18, 18-19 and 19-20, the Council has recommended waiving interest and penalties on the demand notices which have been served. And this will be applicable in cases where the taxpayer pays the full amount of tax demanded in the notice by 31/3/2025. Council has recommended that the time limit to avail input tax credit in respect of any invoice or debit note under Section 16(4) of the CGST Act through any GSTR 3B return filed up to 30/11/2021. So for the same requisite amendment, retrospectively with effect from 1st July 2017, the Council has made a recommendation. Council has also recommended that the maximum amount for pre-deposit for filing appeal before the appellate authority shall be reduced from 25 crores CGST and 25 crores SGST to 20 crores CGST. CGST is 25 crore, comes to 20. SGST is 25 crore, comes to 20 crore. And that is the maximum amount of pre-deposit for filing appeals before the appellate authority. Council recommended to prescribe a uniform rate of 12% on all milk cans, meaning steel, iron, aluminium, which are irrespective of the use. They are called milk cans, but wherever they are used, that will be the rate applicable so that no disputes arise out of it. Council also recommended to prescribe a uniform GST rate of 12% on all carton boxes and cases of both corrugated and non-corrugated paper or paper board. This will in particular help the apple growers of Himachal Pradesh, the apple growers of J&K, whose request it has been for quite some time. The Fitment Committee has also recommended it now. All types of sprinklers, including fire water sprinklers, will attract 12% GST, and to regularize the past practice on an as-is whereas basis. Council recommended to prescribe 12% on all solar cookers, whether it has single or dual energy source. There is going to be a rolling out of biometric-based Aadhaar authentication in an all-India basis. You know that we ran a pilot in Gujarat, also a pilot in Puducherry. There have been very good inputs coming out of it. So this will help us to combat fraudulent input tax credit claims made through fake invoices. In the cases where the applicant had opted for Aadhaar authentication and where the case has been identified on the basis of data analytics and risk parameters on the system, these have been tried in the GST Suvidha Kendras, and this will be taken up on an all-India basis.
So we're coming in from the Finance Minister, key takeaways from the 53rd GST meeting that was held over the weekend. But Payavulla Keshav, the Finance Minister of Andhra Pradesh, shared his thoughts on the latest recommendations of the GST Council. Let's go across and listen into what he had to say.
A lot of issues were discussed the whole day, and most of it looked like they were trying to clarify what has happened, and it was trying to make a little more easier, little more user-friendly, business-friendly. They were trying to avoid all the future litigations. It looked, not only it looked, it is intended towards user-friendly and business-friendly approach they have taken today. Post-budget session, there is likely to be another meeting to go in further details of the GST.
All right, then that's the word coming in from Andhra Pradesh's Finance Minister. But let's move on then. And the GST Council's decision to not levy tax on company insurance premium as well as reinsurance commission retrospectively will be a consolation for general insurance.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.